Hi everyone, so welcome to part 2 of my Q&A. I got so many questions that I want to do this in 2 parts. What I will probably do is maybe arrange it to where I have any questions about Weight Watchers in one, and then maybe other questions in another. I don't know, or it may just be completely 2-part. Sherry McGill asked, what are the key pieces of equipment, software, etc. to be able to vlog? About how much time does it take to edit and post a new video? Thank you in advance for answering. You are very welcome. So the key pieces of equipment that I use personally, I started my channel in May of 2016. So I am still using my phone. I use an iPhone 5S. It's just an old iPhone. I feel like the quality is very good. It does HD video. So it does not have storage though. That is my biggest complaint. So when it comes time, when an upgrade comes for my phone, which I still think I have another like 8 or 9 months. I mean, I have a while before I can upgrade. So as soon as I can, then I will be making sure I get a phone that does allow for an SD card. That is one thing I do suggest, or make sure you dump your phone every day of its footage. And that's what I do. I just, every single day I plug my phone into my computer and I transfer all the footage off and just wipe out my phone. So that's what I have to do. I do all of my editing on my computer. I tried doing it through my phone, through iMovie and other mobile apps, but I just wasn't very good at it. And I felt like a PC program worked better for me, so I tried a ton of trial ones. Movie Maker, if you have PC, Movie Maker is completely free. I did use that in the beginning, but it didn't have, when I wanted to do kind of more fun, fancier stuff, or just when I kind of got used to editing, I wanted to branch out, and I tried a bunch of trials. Most editing programs has a free trial that you can try out. Usually I put a watermark or something like that on the video, but at least it's something you can try to see if the features are something that you like, and if they're easy to use. And the one I ended up with was is Wondershare Filmora. Now on the mobile version, you can't just buy it. It's like a license, so you just pay for it every year. But the PC program, you can buy it, and that's what I did. I think normally it's $59.99, but I bought it around the holidays, and I got it for, I think it was like $39.99 during the holidays, but I think the normal price is $49 or $59. I just happened to get it, during all the holiday sales. It might have even been around Cyber Monday. I'm not sure. So, but it's a really good program. It does have a free trial if you want to try it out. I really like it. It's really easy to use. Has a lot of features. They put out packs every once in a while that you can either buy, but if you wait a while, then they end up being free. It's just after the season usually, but I don't do videos like for the season, so, but I highly recommend that. I do plan on getting a camera at some point, but I think I might wait until I hit like a certain number of subscribers, so maybe like 10,000 subscribers, and may just, get a camera, but we'll see. I mean, right now this works, and this is convenient for me because I always have my phone, so it's easy for me just to throw it in my car. And oh, also my car, I do have a car mount. It is the second one I had. I did not like the first one, which I cannot remember. I can't remember what brand it was. It's something I got at Walmart, but it kept falling out, and I had to literally use like a hair tie to keep it in there. So the one I have now is magnetic. It works amazing. I love it. It just mounts to my dash with a suction cup, and it never falls off. It is so good. And then I also have a tiny little tripod. When I say tiny, I mean it's like maybe 6 inches tall, but it works good. I can prop it up on boxes or whatever if I need to be taller. I am in the market for a taller one, but I have yet to find one that has good reviews that holds a phone. It's really hard to find a taller tripod that holds a phone, so I may just wait until I get a camera and just not worry about getting a tall one for my phone. So that right now is everything that I use for my YouTube channel. The next question, how long does it take to edit? It just depends on the video. My meal prep and recipe videos probably take the longest. They can take anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour and a half to do, depending on how much, how many little, like if I put any little words or transitions, those kind of things in there. Plus you have to cut and paste and move things around because I don't film things in order when it comes to recipes and meal prep. so I have to arrange them, and so that can take a little bit longer. But that's another reason why I do it on my PC, because it's easier to see. It's easier for me to arrange things and move things around. So I do highly recommend doing any editing on a PC versus your phone, just because of ease. But I know a lot of people use primarily their phone and they have no problems. So it's just me, I just couldn't do it. So you may practice both ways and see which one works for you. As far as uploading and exporting, I think it probably takes about as long as the video is, and I use the best quality on the Wondershare Filmora. I use what's called the best quality, and it does take a lot longer to export out, and I export it as an MP4 at HD, so it does take quite a while. And then uploading just depends on your internet and depends on YouTube. I have 2 teenage boys that play MMOs, which are, I don't know, I'm sure you guys have heard of World of Warcraft. That's what one of my sons plays constantly, way too much instead of doing homework. And then the other one plays other games. So they're always on doing like games that use a lot of their internet. And then we stream a lot of movies on Hulu and Netflix. So if all that's going on, it can take a little bit longer, and it just depends on YouTube. Sometimes YouTube is really slow on uploading videos. Denise Andrews, hi Denise. She's another one that's always so sweet with her comments. How much total have you lost and how long has it been so far? So I already answered that. She also asked, I was thinking of starting a channel on YouTube, and my son brought up the fact that people can be pretty mean. Have you had any problems with that? If so, how do you handle it? You seem like such a sweet person. Thank you so much, Denise. So me and a group of people, other YouTubers, we've had conversations about this a lot, and yes, people can be mean. People can be critical. People can be kind of know-it-alls on YouTube, and I feel like most of the time it's probably coming from a good place, you know, where they are just trying to offer advice. It can be really frustrating though when people get very critical and they tell you why you're not losing weight, or they tell you what you could be doing better, or they just plain tell you that you look horrible and that you are a crazy dog lady with no family. That's what I was being called for a while, because my family chooses not to be on camera, and if they don't want to be on camera, I'm not going to force them to be on camera. This is my hobby. This is my project. I don't like it to interfere with my family. That's why I don't vlog on the weekends, because that's my family time. And that's just a choice that I made. My family doesn't ask me to do that. They are very, very supportive of my channel. My husband is very happy I found something to do and a hobby, and that I work full time. So, you know, that already takes me out of the home for 40 hours a week. And the family is family time. So that's why, you know, sometimes, like I said, I don't even do one during the week, you know, if there's something that came up or a family member's sick or something. So it's, you know, so people can be very critical, and they, you know, there's somebody who was calling me a crazy dog lady that was making these big humongous dinners and foods for just me and my dogs because they never saw a family, never saw my kids. Well, that's just their choice, and I did get my kids finally to do a video with me, but they don't want to do a bunch of them. They did that because it was ice cream, but you know, that's just their choice, and I'm not going to force it on them. So what I do is I just delete the comments. I don't even comment back to them. I have made that mistake before, and it ends up being a war not only between the person commenting, but also with my subscribers also getting attacked by this person because they go on there and they try to defend me. So I automatically, I read the comment, I let it do its stinging, you know, to my ego, and I just let it go. I just delete it and I block the person. So that's just what you have to do. Delete and block, delete and block, delete and block. Don't let it get to you. Just know that some people just go out there just to be mean, and it's not personal. And that's the part where I have to get through my head. It's not personal. Some people just purposely go out there to be mean to other people because they can, because they're hiding behind a camera. They wouldn't say that stuff to your face. So it's, you know, and I am a person that takes things very offensively, and I would say that, you know, a couple of the comments have made me really upset. I cry very easily, so yes, they have made me cry before, but I'm not going to, you know, I've kind of hardened up a little bit. A little bit. I mean, but yeah, block and delete. That's how I take care of it. I feel like you cannot comment to these people. Now, the ones that are coming from a good place and they're just trying to offer advice, a lot of times I will talk to them, but sometimes I just don't even answer the comment, but I don't delete or block those ones because normally they are just, I know they're coming from a good place, but I just may not agree with them, but I don't want to get into a big war with them either. Like I said, I had made that mistake and I felt bad for commenting on people and the comments maybe I made weren't all that nice and it was just reacting, and so I figure rather than reacting in a place that I may not be proud of, then I prefer just not to react at all. Now, thumbs down is another thing that really kind of hurts me, and I hate seeing thumbs downs on my videos. I get 2 to 3 now a day. And I don't know why. And I really just wish that the people that do a thumbs down would tell us why they're doing thumbs down, because then we can, if it's something we're doing in our videos, tell us. Then that way we can address it and we can stop doing it. Or if it's something that we're not going to stop doing, at least we can tell you why we're not going to stop doing it or why we do it in the first place. We don't even know why. But I seriously think some people just thumbs down a video. I have never thumbs down a video. If I don't like the video I'm watching, I just turn it off and go to the next one. No one's forcing you to watch my channel. No one's forcing you to watch my videos. I only want people to watch my videos because they enjoy watching my videos and they like my content. If you don't like my content, then don't watch. But I don't understand why you have to give a thumbs up. But just so everybody knows, thumbs up does nothing bad to your videos. It's just a thumbs down. Thumbs down and thumbs up, that's just all they are. A thumbs down does not make your video do anything on YouTube. It's not like it puts it to the bottom of anybody's list. If somebody subscribed to you, they're going to be in your feed in the order of when they were uploaded, so it's not going to matter anyway. Yeah, and I have my thumbs down and thumbs up hidden because I know some people like to hit thumbs down because there is no thumbs down, no count, and some people will just, but it's still there. You can't take that option away. YouTube doesn't have that option. So anyway, though, but yeah, some things can hurt. So if you do get your feelings hurt easily, you may not want to start a channel, but I would love to see a channel if you did one, Denise, so let me know if you do start a channel because I will be there to subscribe. Beryl Laurent, what is your career? I work for what is called an education service district, and it provides services to school districts. So while we are not on a 190 schedule that schools are, our agency is open 240 days a year. Some people do work more, I do work, and some people work less. I personally work a 240-day schedule. So I get holiday, I get Christmas break off, 2 weeks in the winter time, and then I get, this week I'm on spring break, and then I do get sprinkled days off here and there plus holidays. And I work in the human resources department, and I am a human resources assistant. And that is new for me. Before that, I was in an early learning department, and I am very, 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 very happy in where I am now. I have an amazing boss, amazing coworkers, and it's a much better job for me. If you ever watched my channel from the very beginning, you knew I was very stressed before about my job, but no more. I love HR. I love working with people and new employees. I work with new employees, plus many, many other things. So, Diva and the Divine, Brianna. She has a wonderful channel too. What are your top 5 Weight Watcher foods? What are your hobbies other than rocking your Weight Watchers meal prep? If you were given $10,000 that you had to spend on fun things for you, what would you spend it on? What YouTubers do you regularly watch? If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Just trying to give you a few fun things to answer. What are your hobbies? My hobbies, this right now is my main hobby. Before this, I did a lot of crafting. I love crafting. I love doing things like jewelry making. I did actually do a bracelet making video. So I love to make jewelry. I love puzzles. I love to read. Reading is one of my very favorite things to do. Those are my main things. So reading, crafting, jewelry making, those are probably my main things. I used to do some scrapbooking, but I kind of got out of that. But now YouTube is definitely one of my biggest hobbies that I have. I love the editing. I love to do just think of new content, and so I have a lot of fun with that. I love to do kind of desktop publishing type things. So I love to make my own, like, I think I've shared those with you guys before, like around Thanksgiving time when I did all my Thanksgiving prep stuff. I love to make different documents and forms and, you know, like just different, you know, fun little like meal prep and meal planning, you know, whatever you call those, like documents. I don't know, documents kind of a weird word, but you know, those kind of things. If you were given $10,000 you had to spend on fun things for you, what would you spend it on? Oh my goodness, probably clothes. I really like clothes, especially now that I can fit into some things. I would probably want to go on a vacation for sure. I love going to the beach. We only live about an hour and a half from the beach, so I would want to go to the beach. I don't, you know, we want to go on a road trip where we drive versus, because we don't like to go by plane. So that's probably what I would do. I'd probably travel and buy some clothes and that kind of stuff. What YouTubers do you regularly watch? Oh my gosh, I subscribe to so many YouTubers. So I started out watching just makeup and like health and beauty, not health, but beauty and lifestyle videos. I only watch just a couple now as far as beauty ones. I watch Emily Noel, and I think that's her name, and Kathleen, and I can't remember her last name. Kathleen Lights, is that her name? And that's probably like the top two like now beauty ones that I really watch. And then I like a lot of the health and cooking ones. I like to watch Laura in the Kitchen because I like a lot of her recipes, although it's hard to make some of those healthy. I do enjoy also watching like some of the lifestyle ones. So I like Clutterbug. She's really good for organizing and how Jen does it. I watch a lot of her videos. As far as YouTubers, as far as Weight Watcher YouTubers, I watch, you know, all my favorite people on there. I watch a lot of pretty much all the Weight Watcher people out there. I watch almost all of them, and I subscribe to every single one of them, and I watch a lot of their videos. So I subscribe to like 200 people, but I don't obviously watch them all every day. And I watch your channel, Brianna. You know that. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? My goodness. I've always wanted to be able to read people's minds, but then I always thought, I don't know if I'd want to read what people were always saying. So, but other than that, you know, no, I don't know. I've never really thought about that before. I had to think about that one. And then Beryl asked another question. I just love watching your videos. Thank you. Love your hair. How do you fix it? Love your dog too. The dog is over here sleeping. Riley. He's grumpy today. He got his shots yesterday, so he's really sleepy today. He got his rabies shot and his other like vaccines that he had to get, so he's kind of sleepy today. I don't know if he'll make an appearance in this video. As far as my hair, I hate my hair. I have natural curly hair and it is such a pain. Literally all I do to it, I wash it every other day. If I wash it every day, it gets very frizzy. I use a leave-in conditioner on it. I use all different kinds. I have to change it up because my hair gets used to things very, very easily. Same with shampoo. I go to Sally Beauty and I get quite a few different shampoos there. I just, I don't have a particular brand because my hair, again, I notice it gets in a rut and it starts getting really frizzy, so I just have to change it up and I just grab whatever. And I use a no frizz hair serum from, cannot remember the name of it. I can grab it and show it to you. Okay, this is what I use on my hair. It's called it's from It Hair Care 12-in-1 Amazing Serum. I just get it online. I've got it on Amazon. I've got it on drugstore.com. It says no frizz repair serum, provides up to 200% more shine. I like it. I got a sample of it once in a Ipsy bag. And ever since then, that's what I use. So I don't think it says anything else. It says repairs, protects, and strengthens. So anyway, that's what I get. It's kind of oily though, but it works really good for my hair because my hair is so curly. It's kind of, yeah. Today was a no wash day, so it's kind of, yeah. But thank you. Let's see. My dog. I love my dog too. I have a 4-year-old Yorkie, if you haven't seen him in my videos. I also have a 2-year-old Chihuahua who is very shy and is never in my videos. What is your guilty pleasure? Probably different TV shows. I love reality TV. I hate it and I love it. I really don't like watching things where people are yelling and screaming at each other, but for some reason, there's just certain TV shows that I love to watch because of reality TV shows. I don't know what it is. Maybe just because my reality is so boring that watching some of those shows is just like, and then I have certain books that I like to read. So I really love like thrillers and mysteries and courtroom drama books. But then every once in a while, I just want to read a good Danielle Steele book. I mean, that's like fluff at its finest. I mean, she writes good books. She's written, I don't know how many hundreds of books she's written in her lifetime. She's a very good writer, but it's like the romance stuff, the cheesy romance stuff that turns into great cheesy movies. And that goes into another guilty pleasure. I love Lifetime movies. I don't know. I love them. I don't know why my husband's always just like, these are like the stupidest, cheesiest movies ever. But I have caught him getting into them and asking me about them. So it's a guilty pleasure for him too. But yeah, there's just something about that kind of stuff. Every once in a while, you just want to watch something where you don't have to think, you know, or you want to read something that's just pure, just reading and entertainment. So that's some of my guilty pleasures. Thank you for that question, Kim. That's a good question. Heather Griffin asks, that question was, oh, I already said that. Heather Griffin, I'm thinking of starting up my own channel. I'm on Weight Watchers in Canada. Any tips that you'd recommend? How much time does it take to make a video for editing? I only have my smartphone. Will that be okay? So I did answer this in the first part of this Q&A. Yes, I only use my smartphone too. So definitely okay. A lot of us Weight Watcher people only use our smartphones. And as far as editing, I did talk about that before and what I use. So start it up, Heather, and let me know so I can subscribe and watch your videos. Kay Coulter, hi Kay. So Kay is also, she's always so sweet with her comments and always commenting, which I appreciate so much. What states have you visited? How long have you been at your present job? And have you always worked since you finished your education? So what states have I visited? So, not very many. I was born in California, but moved to Oregon when I was like a year and a half. I lived in the same city in Oregon, except for 1 year. We did move to another city due to my dad's job. He worked at an aluminum plant, and when it would close and open frequently, and one time it closed for about a year, so we did move away for a year. When it reopened, we moved back. That was when I started high school. So I was only away from that town when I was in 8th grade. So pretty much I grew up in the same town, 10,000 people. Let's see, it was in 2002. I did move to Southern Oregon where I live now, and that was for my job. So I've been here ever since, and it's a town of about 20,000 people. So I've been in Oregon, but where I lived, where I grew up in Oregon, where I grew up as a child, it was literally across the river from Washington. So I've been to Washington, been to Oregon, been to California. I still had family down there for a while, and so we would go down to California to visit family. I've been to Idaho. We did drive down when my children were much younger, and when I was married before my first marriage. We drove down to the Grand Canyon, so we went through Idaho and Utah and then down into Arizona. And then I also been to Arizona for work. I had to go for a training there one time. So as far as that, I was on an airplane once to go to California, and we landed in Nevada, but didn't actually get out, but that was where was a layover there. But that was, I guess, technically been in Nevada. Then my husband is from Oklahoma, so we have gone there to visit his family, and we flew into Dallas, Texas, because that's where the nearest airport was to where his hometown in Oklahoma is. And so I've been to Texas and I've been to Oklahoma. I love Texas. That's where I want to go when my kids are all done with school. So that's where I would love to move. So I am hoping in a few years to move there, because my son will be graduating next year. And then I know he wants to do 2 years of community college before going into his 4-year college. And then he plans on going to medical school. So once he is in regular college, then that's when we will think about moving into Texas. So that's my dream. I love Texas. I don't know, just something about it. When we were there, I just had such a good feeling about the area, and that's why I told my husband, I want to move here. I want to live here. I want to retire here. So that's all I've been. I have not been, oh, I've been to Canada though. One time we went to Victoria, Canada for a school trip, and we were up there for several days with my marching band actually, and I was on the flag team, and but I think as far as marching band, I think I didn't do the flag team in that parade. I think I played the flute, so I believe I was playing the flute when I did that. But we went up there for a week, and I loved it up there. It's so beautiful in Victoria, BC, I believe. So that's all I've been. I'm really boring. I would love to travel to more states. I have an aunt in Florida that I've never met. Well, I met when I was a baby, and I don't know her though, but we communicate online since we found each other. So I would love to go visit her in Florida. And I would love to see the East Coast, and especially the places where they have a lot of the historical things, but my husband loves historical. As far as what else was Kay's question? My job. How long have you been at your present job? I have been at my present job since September of this last year, but I've been in the same company since July of 2014. Before that, I worked at the county for about 2 years before our department transferred over to the place I'm at now. So I've been in the same type of job since 2012. I did take a year off after I talked either in this video or the previous video that I was a general manager and a sales and marketing director for a hotel company for 13 years. And I did that for 3 different hotels, and then the owner retired, and when he sold all of his hotels and retired. When people sell hotels, and the people that buy them usually bring their own management with them, and they did. So I no longer had a job. So that was in May of 2011, and I did take about a year off after that because I could. I mean, I really took about 6 months off because I was given 6 months of pay from my previous boss. He gave me 6 months severance pay, which is very generous and sweet of him. So I just took those 6 months, and I figured I'd look, and then I took another 6 months before I found a job. It took me 6 months to find a job after that. Prior to the hotel, I was a stay-at-home mom for a few years, and then prior to that, I just worked in restaurants. And so that is really the only jobs I have had. I mean, I have not had very many jobs in my life because I did have that long span at that one job. So that is what I've been doing, and that is all the questions. So thank you so much, and I'm sorry these videos are so super long. It's really hard. I didn't want to miss anyone's questions. So I hope everybody enjoys these videos. If you have any questions that were not answered, or anything that this video spurred any more questions, then let me know down below, and I will answer those in the comments. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.